Good morning, children. Sairam. So, children, today I welcome you all in social and political life session. So, in this session, we are going to start Social and Political Life Chapter 2, that is role of the government in health sector. So, children, as you all know, when we talk about a democratic country, so in democratic country like India, it is the expectation of the people what that government work for their welfare through the provision of education, providing proper healthcare facility, employment, etc. So in this chapter, we focusing on health and right to health. As you all know, right to health is one of the fundamental right that has been given in constitution. But children, however, when it's come to reality, the provisioning of providing healthcare facility in India is not up to the level. So what it actually should be. So in this chapter, we can understand what is health. We also understand the role of the government in health sector, and the last most important actually, we also understand how private and public sector are different. So before moving further, let's see the content or the topics which we will cover in the entire chapter. So our first topic is what is health. First we discuss what is health. Then second topic is healthcare in India. Now third we discuss the story of Hakim Sheikh. Then we understand the difference between private and public healthcare services. Next topic is healthcare and equality. Last but not the least, what can be done. So children, as I said, in a democratic country, people expected that government work for their welfare. So for that, government looks after the education, health, employment, etc. They can also perform certain developmental functions. Developmental functions like development of roads, electricity, etc. So let's see how government play an active role in maintaining health of its subject. So now just move on to our first topic. Our first topic is what is health. So children, now tell me, what is health? Yes, health is a very vital aspect because only healthy person can prove themselves resourceful. It means health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. Okay, children, if we talk about in broader sense, so in broader sense, health means something more than this. Like apart from disease, we need to think or the others factors like such as clean drinking water, pollution free environment, that also affect our health. Adequate food is also essential. It is also essential for keeping ourselves healthy. So children, what is health? In simple word, we can say that absence of any kind of illness is known as health, right? What is health? Absence of any kind of illness is known as health. But in the recent days, the concept of health and the definition of health has been changed. These statements can be modified. This statement can be modified to include the ability to lead the social and productive life. So, what is health? We can say that health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. But one more thing, health not only means to be free of illness and injuries, it is also associated with nutrition, environmental mind, social mind, mental mind. So we all want to be active. We all want to live in a good spirit. We all want to live a life without stress, without any tension, right? So we all want to live a life without stress and without tension. So all these are the aspects of life as it's part of our health. So in simple word, good health include both sound mind and sound body. Is it clear? So children, what is health? So in simple term, absence of any kind of illness is known as health, or on the other hand, health also means our ability to remain free of illness and injury. Now move on to the next topic. So the next topic is the Indian healthcare. Healthcare in India. So children, when we talk about healthcare facilities, so healthcare facilities include health centers, hospitals, ambulance service, blood banks, and so on. So in order to run these services, that means the healthcare, hospitals, ambulance services, blood bank, we need health workers, we need nurses, we need qualified doctor, we also need medicines, right? We also need proper equipment, because as we know that like equipment are very essential for treating patient. So children, do you know India has number of qualified doctor? There are large number of hospitals and clinic too. So perhaps so many medical tourists, many medical tourists come to our country for the medical treatment at a reasonable cost, right? So what is the meaning of medical tourist? So medical tourists, basically they are the foreigners who come to our country for the medical treatment at hospital that charge reasonable cost. Is it clear? Medical tourists, that means are the foreigners who come to our country for the medical treatment at very reasonable cost. Now children, one more thing, just note down in your rough notebook. India is the fourth largest. India is the fourth largest producer of medicine in the world, and it is also the largest exporter in the world. But despite all these, still in India, healthcare facilities are not good. Now just tell me children, why? If we have qualified doctors, if we have many hospitals and clinic, if we have a proper medical facilities, if we have proper equipments, even many medical tourists, they come to our country for their treatment, then why in India healthcare facilities are not good? The reason is that our government is failed to make necessary healthcare available to all. Now let us examine some of the aspects of healthcare facilities in India. Let's start the compare and contrast the situation expressed in the first column and in the second column. So this is your first column and the second column. So let's read one by one. So let's start with the first column and first point. Children, do you know India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world and among the largest producers of doctors also. Even approximately more than 30,000 new doctors qualify every year. How many? Approximately 30,000 new doctors qualified every year. But still, most of the doctors, they just settle down in urban areas instead of rural areas. So the people live in the rural area, they have to face many problems. What kind of problem they have to face? They have to travel long distance to reach doctor. Why? Because most of the doctor, they just settle down in urban areas. Now Second point, when we talk about the healthcare facilities. So in India, healthcare facilities have grown over the years. Let's see. In 1950, there were only 2,717 government hospitals in India, right? In 1950, how many hospitals are there? 2,717 government hospitals in India. Then in 1991, there were 11,174 hospitals are there. That means that have grown over the years. Then in 2017, the number grew to 23,583. But despite all these, in India, about 5 lakh people die for tuberculosis every year. This number is almost unchanged since independence. Almost 2 million cases of malaria are reported every year. So this is the negative aspects of healthcare in India. That means like healthcare facilities have grown in India, but still people they just die from the tuberculosis disease every year, and millions of cases of malaria still are reported every year. Now the next point is India gets a large number of medical tourists. So what is medical tourist, students? Medical tourists, that means are the foreigners who come to our country for the medical treatment at hospital that charge very reasonable cost. Is it clear? So India gets large number of medical tourists. That means there are many foreigners, they come to our country for the medical treatment, for the medical treatments. So they come for treatment in some of the hospitals in India that compare with the best in the world. But despite all this, we are not able to provide clean drinking water to all. That cause many diseases. We are not able to provide clean drinking waters to all. 21% of all communicable diseases are the waterborne. For example, diarrhea, worms, etc. Right. So this is also a negative aspects of healthcare in India. Last point, as I said, like India is the fourth largest producer of medicine in the world, right? It is the fourth largest producer of medicine in the world, and it is also an exporter of medicine. But half of half of all children in India do not get the adequate food to eat, and they are undernourished. So basically these two columns, that means the first column shows the positive aspects. First column shows the positive aspects of healthcare in India, and the second column shows negative aspects of healthcare in India. So in order to prevent and treat illnesses, we need appropriate healthcare facilities, like such as health centers, hospitals, laboratories for the testing, ambulance services, blood banks, etc. that can provide the required care and services that patients need. In order to run such facilities, we need health workers, nurses, qualified doctors, and other health professionals who can advise, diagnose, and treat illnesses. We also need the medicines and equipments that are very necessary for treating patients. These facilities are required to take care of us. However, the second column points out how poor the health situation in our country is. With all the above positive developments, we are not able to provide proper healthcare facilities to people. This is the paradox, something that is contrary to what we would expect. Our country has the money, our country has the knowledge and people with experience, but cannot make the necessary healthcare available to all. So this is all about healthcare in India. Now move on to the next topic. story of Hakim Sheikh. Now, children, I am going to tell you a story. But before starting the story, let me first explain the background of the story. So, children, there is an organization of agricultural labor in West Bengal, right? There is an organization of agricultural labor in West Bengal, and the name of the organization is PBKMS. That means Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti, right? This is an organization of agriculture labor in West Bengal. Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti. So let's start. So children, this is the story of Hakim Sheikh. Hakim Sheikh was the member of Paschim Banga Khet Mazdoor Samiti. That means PBKMS. PBKMS, it is an organization of agricultural laborers in West Bengal. So one evening, that means in 1992, he that means Hakim Sheikh, he accidentally fell off a running train and suffered head injuries. So children, just imagine a person falling off a running train. So I think you can understand the intensity of the injury that the person must have gone through. So basically he just suffered head injuries. He was in a very serious condition and needed immediate treatment. So he was taken to a government hospital in Calcutta. So first Hakim Sheikh was taken to a government hospital in Calcutta, but that hospital, they refused to admit him because they did not have a spare bed. Then he just moved on to the another hospital. Did not have the facility or the specialized doctor necessary for his treatment. That means first he was taken to a government hospital. So in that hospital, they did not have a spare bed, or in the other hospital they did not have the proper facility for his treatment. So in this way he spent 14 hours in a critical state and was taken to 8 different government hospitals, but none of them admitted him. Finally he was admitted in a private hospital. Okay, there is one more question, children. Why most of the hospital they refused? So children, what happened, like when we talk about a mazdoor or about laborer, that means that person is not belonging to very rich family, right? So finally he was admitted in a private hospital where he received proper treatment. He spent a lot of money on his treatment. So angry and upset over the indifferent attitude of all the hospitals that refused to admit him, finally Hakim Sheikh and that organization, that means PBKMS, filed a case in the court. So angry and upset Hakim over this indifferent attitude of all the hospital, those who refused to admit him. So then finally Hakim Sheikh and PBKMS filed a case in the court. Now children, would you like to know like what the court said in this case? Okay, I'm going to tell you what the court said in this case. So children, according to our constitution, it is the primary duty of the government to ensure the welfare of the people and provide healthcare facilities to all, that means everyone. The government must safeguard the right to life of every person. The court also said that the difficulty that Hakim Sheikh had to face could have cost him his life. If a hospital cannot provide timely medical treatment to a person, It means that this protection of life is not being given. The court also said that it was the duty of the government to provide the necessary health services, including treatment in emergency situation. Hospitals and medical staff must fulfill their duty of the providing the necessary treatment. Hakim Sheikh was denied treatment at various government hospitals. So therefore, the court asked the state government, to give him the money that he spent on his treatment. So this is all about the story of Hakim Sheikh. So children, I'm ending my session here. Rest of the topic we will cover in next video. So in this video we covered first topic is what is health, then we discussed healthcare facility in India, then we talk about the story of Hakim Sheikh. So basically, according to this story, we can say that what in India healthcare facility is not very good. The reason is that our government is failed to make necessary healthcare available to all. So I hope you all understand all these topic. Okay, now just move on to the few question answers. Basically, whatever we discussed here, that means the fill-ups and the question answers, this is only for your practice, right? So first question is fill in the blanks. So let's start. Let's check actually. So first fill up is health means. So children, what is health means? Health is our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. Is it clear? Okay. Now next one is India is the dash largest producer of medicine in the world. So India is the fourth largest, right? India is the fourth largest producer of medicine in the world. Now next one is the half of all children in India do not get dash food to eat and dash are. So basically in India, half of all children in India do not get proper adequate food to eat and they are under nourished, right? So half of all children in India do not get adequate food to eat and they are undernourished. Next is India gets a large number of dash from many countries. So now tell me, India gets a large number of dash from many countries. So answer is medical tourist, right? Medical tourist. Okay, now just move on to the next topic, next question. So now second question is, where do most doctor prefer to settle down? So where they just wanted to settle down? So in India, most of the doctors, they just prefer to settle down in urban areas instead of rural areas. That's why people live in the rural areas, they are facing many problems. They have to travel long distance to reach the doctor. So answer is most of the doctors, they prefer to settle down in the urban areas. Now the next question is, what problem rural people face whenever they come in a grip of an illness? What problem they face? They have to travel long distance to reach the doctor. As I said, because most of the doctors, they prefer to settle down in the urban area. That's why. Now the next question is question number 4. What do we need to prevent and treat illnesses? First, we need appropriate healthcare facilities such as health centers, hospitals, laboratories for testing, ambulance services, and so on. Now the last question is, what do you mean by medical tourist? So children, I hope now you understand what is the exactly meaning of medical tourist. So medical tourists, that means the foreigners who come to our country for medical treatment at hospitals that charge reasonable cost. I hope now your doubt will be clear more after this practice question answers. Okay, now rest of the topic, as I said, rest of the topic we will cover in the next video. Thank you children and have a nice day.